guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, do the happy dance, and we're going to talk about the frugal things that we did this week, the fails that we had this week, and what we've learned and how we're moving forward for next week. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so today I have 4 wins and 2 fails. 2 fails, yeah. So let's get started with our wins for this week and just kind of what we did this week that was done well and what we can do better. So for this week, the first thing that we had was that we returned some things to IKEA. So I mentioned this in our last video, but we redid our closet, our master closet, and at that time we purchased basically like enough product to get the job done, but I also purchased a couple of other like small organizational things, like systems, in order to like put those things into use around our home. But as time went on and like after I'd done the closet, I was just kind of like still pondering about actually using the other systems that I got, and like they're just like little rails and like hooks to go on the rails and things like that. But I finally decided that I didn't want to install them, so I decided to go ahead and return them with the extra things that we had from our closet renovation. So when we made our return, we actually got back $226, so that was definitely a win, and that is something that we're super excited about because that's just extra money that we get to put towards our debt snowball. So that was a big win for us this week. The second win is that we found a buyer for my husband's old car. So super exciting. I mentioned this to you guys that we bought a new car. I've talked about this a lot probably, but we did buy a new car, and we had my husband's car still to sell. So we knew that we were going to just sell it, try and sell it to someone we knew, rather than go through like any sort of like third party. I was really hesitant to like post it on like the internet, like just, you know, like Craigslist or something. So we talked to my dad about it, and he recommended that we just contact or just kind of reach out on Facebook and see if anyone was interested. So we did that. We got a lot of people who are interested, and we have a buyer. He's going to buy it in 2 weeks from today. So we have it for a couple more weeks, but we're gonna like get it detailed just so it's nice for him, and then probably do an oil change on it also because it needs that. But then after that it will be gone, which is so crazy but also really exciting, because with that money that we're getting from the sale of that car, we'll be able to pay off one of our debts. So it's really, really exciting. It's totally bittersweet. My husband's had this car for a long time, and so it's something that is like just, it's a good thing. It's exciting, and it's going to someone that we really care about. It's actually my cousin, and we had no idea he even needed a car before I posted about it, but he was the first person to respond and was really interested. So it's working out really, really great for our family as a whole. So we're really excited about it and excited to see him kind of move into that next chapter of owning a car as well. So the third that we did well, or that I did well, I guess, this week, is that my mom and I actually help each other with our hair. So I went over to her house this week, and the boys came with me, and she actually did like a relaxer touch-up on my hair. So that was really, really helpful, and that's something that I don't have to pay for anymore. About probably 2 years ago now, maybe less than that. Okay, about 1.5 years ago, I started just wanting to like wear my natural hair, and so I was going to a salon, which I hadn't done in years, and I was paying a fortune to get my hair done, and he would just relax it and, you know, blow it out, wash it, all that good stuff, and that would be good to go. And I usually like stretch my relaxers a while. I mean, I don't know, I go like, okay, I shouldn't say a while because I know there are people who stretch them like months, but I go every probably like 8 weeks maybe, and that was like not okay to him. So he wanted to see me every 2 weeks, and it was like $150, I think, and there's no way I was going to do that. So I was like, this is barely in my budget. I cannot afford to see you every 2 weeks. Like, that's crazy. So the times that I did go and see him, he just complained that I wasn't coming in enough. So I decided, you know what, I'm just not going to come in at all. I'll just figure this out for myself. So my mom started relaxing my hair, and I do some things for her also. a couple weeks ago I gave her like a little trim, so she didn't have to go pay for that. So that's just one way to save a little money, well, a lot of money I guess in my case, and to get those services done, you know, still that you need. So that was a win for us this week. Also was getting my hair done by my mama. Alright guys, so for fails this week, the first one is that we bought burritos. So I told you guys I was going to try and do a no spend, and I don't feel like I'm very good with no spends, but what I really use a no spend for is to challenge myself and to really make sure that I'm not buying things outside of the categories that we've budgeted. So for me, when I do a no spend, it's no like frivolous spending. It's no just, oh, I'm just gonna run to Target and if I see something I like, I'm just gonna get it. That's to me what my no spend is. It's not spend it, that's like a double negative. For me, it doesn't mean that we're not spending money out of like our date night category. So this past Tuesday was election night, and my husband and I had to get our ballots in. I had to go get my hair done at my mom's, and I knew that we would be kind of like racing against the clock with our little guy to get him down for bed, and trying to get all that stuff squeezed into like one evening is a lot. You know, once you figure in like traffic and getting home and feeding the dog and like all this stuff. So I'd gone out to lunch with my coworkers, and I had gotten tacos, and we went to a place that my husband actually likes their food from also. So I texted him and said, hey, should I just grab a couple burritos for dinner? And he said, yes, like, let's do that. So I grabbed some burritos, and that came out of our date night category. My lunch, side note, came out of my work lunch category. So those things were already budgeted for, so it wasn't like extra, like excess spending. So we did get burritos, and I went out to lunch with my friends. But so that's like a little bit of a fail. It's, I don't know, I guess it's kind of how you want to look at it. It could be a win, or it could be a fail, but I'm looking at it as a fail because I didn't cook dinner that night, and I could have just planned ahead and like done something that was really easy, but I just didn't think about it. And I've been kind of bad with dinners this week. I feel like I just haven't really like been, I don't know, had the energy to. I really haven't done very much at home at all. I haven't really been like cleaning very much. My husband's been doing a lot, which is great, but I've just kind of been I don't know, just like distracted, or just, yeah, just kind of out of energy lately. So those were a little bit of challenge. So that's that. And I forgot one of my wins. So my fourth win for this week that actually just happened today was that Starbucks had happy hour. And so I had a bunch of Starbucks gift cards. So last night I sat and I just added them all to my Starbucks app. So I ended up with almost $50 in Starbucks money, I guess, Starbucks bucks. So I went to Starbucks today with my coworkers, and we waited until happy hour. So the grande and venti like espresso beverages, so like a mocha or a latte or a macchiato, or just espresso, were 50% off. So I got a grande for $2.77, which you can't even get a small for that, or a tall for that. Like, it's crazy. And then the gal had actually made it wrong before she actually gave me my drink. So I got a peppermint white mocha, which is my absolute favorite go-to drink, and it has like the most calories. It's horrible. But she actually made it without the white mocha. So she made a regular mocha with peppermint mocha. And she said, I made both of these, so they're both for you. So I got 2 drinks for the price of half of one. So that was like a big win for me, because I could just, you know, stick the extra one in the fridge at work and I can have it tomorrow morning. So I'm really excited about that, and that was a win because I didn't even spend any money. Alright guys, so the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is that we have updated our Snowball. Alright guys, so the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is that we've updated our debt Snowball. So our goal going forward from November on is to put $500 towards our debt each month. That's not including like the minimum payments that we make, because our debt is more than just $500 minimums. So that's just extra that we're trying to put onto our debt. So that's our goal. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys how we're doing with that, and all of that good stuff. And then also, like I mentioned, we will be paying off a debt at the end of this month. I'm so excited. So we'll actually have enough to pay off one full debt and then a little bit more on the next smallest debt. And then our goal is in December to get the next smallest debt completely paid off. So we are going to be pushing and like pinching pennies and hustling really hard to get that done. But I feel like just closing out the year with those goals accomplished will be so nice and feel so good, and just move into the new year with only 3 debts left. Like, and that's 2 cars and 1 like payment credit thing. And 1 loan, I guess you could say. So yeah, so 2 car loans and 1 like just bank loan. So exciting that we are going to be rushing towards those deadlines and just making it happen. So those are our frugal wins and fails for the week, and also just kind of what we're learning and how things are progressing with our budget. So I'd love to know what you guys won at this week. If you had any fails or didn't have any wins, definitely let me know in a comment down below. I will hope you guys have a great Friday, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye friends!